Many ages ago, a great evil rose to threaten the fledgling kingdoms of men, until it was forced back down into the darkness by a group of legendary heroes. Now, centuries later, these mighty heroes sleep beneath the earth, entombed and forgotten, in the realm of the Cryptmaster.
Hello, Internet. I'm Josue, and this is Cryptmaster, a new puzzling game by Akapura. I don't know much about it, except it's released very recently and has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. So, we are going to dive in and find out what this game is all about. I know it's about words, and hopefully I'm good at that. So we have two options here, turn-based or real-time, which is recommended. Now, I'm more of a thinker than a than a Twitch gamer, but I'm gonna try the recommended real-time here. We're gonna go ahead and... yeah, okay. We're gonna go ahead and dive in, see what this is all about.
Hello, can you hear me?
Type single word responses and press enter. All right.
Good. I'm calling to you from beyond the veil that separates the living and the dead. You're on the dead side. Now, how are you feeling? Oh dear, what's worrying you? Actually, I withdraw the question. I don't care. Now, move toward the light.
All right. Okay, so we gotta use... oh, so I can use Shift plus WASD, or I can use the arrow keys here. I like the idea of using WASD to move, so I'm gonna hold Shift and move into the light.
Welcome to my crypt. Or should I say, your crypt. Why don't you take a look around?
Okay, so it's kind of like a dungeon crawler type deal where you don't have I don't have any mouse control. Or I guess I do. I can kind of look around awkwardly with the mouse a little bit. But mostly they want you to do these 90-degree turns. Oh, and we've got like in the top there, we've got a little mini map. That's what that is. Okay. So that X is our spawn position, and then we can kind of do 90-degree turns. We can move around. Maybe I will use the arrow keys here. So there's no real strafing. You just kind of move around and look around and see what you see. We do have a little alcove here that we can kind of move into, but there doesn't seem to be a reason to do so. Very interesting art style to kick off the game here.
Ooh, these names look a little familiar, don't they? Let's get those rotten old brains of yours working. Why don't you try reading out the names on those pillars?
Joro?
Joro the warrior. That's you.
Okay.
Deadly sin, thief and assassin. As the melodious, renowned bard. Nyx, the sea witch. There you are. And now you have your names again. Let's move along.
Okay. So interestingly, if you look below the names, there are kind of keys or slots for letters that are different numbers of letters than the name. So I'm not sure if that's additional words we're going to need to put in there, or if that's something else. I don't really know what I'm doing yet. I'm just kind of going with the flow of the tutorial. Okay. New area, new mini-map. Okay. So I do see there's a treasure chest ahead. I guess we'll snag that. Type bold type bold words to interact. Open the chest.
Now these chests contain objects I have long since forgotten. I expect you have too. But maybe, if we can remember what they were called, it will help to restore your memories of life. Now, Joro, I think this is something you used in your days as a warrior. Tell me what I should do to it to find out what it is.
Okay. Use simple commands to instruct the Cryptmaster. Look, feel, listen, smell, taste, remember. Try some of these, then experiment with your own. Okay, well, let's start with look.
It's like a big metal shell, slightly larger than a human head. What next?
A metal shell slightly larger than a helmet, than a human head. So that would be a helmet, right? Do I just guess?
A helmet. Yes, Joro, this is your old helmet. Now let's move along through that door.
Interesting. So when we typing help, note collected, and chest note collected, and skill note collected. So when we guessed the name, when we guessed the item helmet, the H, the T, the E, the L, all came down to these words underneath their names that we're not quite sure what they are. So Joro was the warrior. I'm guessing that his ability there is going to be hit. Sin was a thief. Nyx was a sea witch. What was Maz? I can't remember, but Bell, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, Hell could be a thing. K, L, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, sell? He was a merchant, was he? Maybe we could sell things. I'm not sure. Let's hit tab. Skill note. Say hit to gain your first skill. Guess your other skills at any time. Guessing note. Try different words to examine the objects in chests. Look, where, lick, recall, sniff, use. Chest note. Guess the item inside chest to help restore your memories. Typing help note. Turn on predictive text and options for assistance when typing. Turn on enter to interact to enable fast interactions and collection. Okay, and then... So we have notes and items. Okay. Let's type hit. We've discovered our skill.
You did like to hit the things, didn't you, Joro?
So what happens if I hit the 1 key here? Hit free deals 1 damage. Hitting things was never just a hobby for Joro, it was a way of life. Can I try sell?
Sell? No, we're not going to drop everything and do that.
What is 3 here? Sin was a thief. I don't really remember what Maz was. What else could that be? Bell?
Why did you say that? Bell.
Okay. Del. Fell? No. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Hell?
Hell? Why did you say that?
I'm trying to guess the skill, bro. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Pell? Not really. Q, R, S, sell. It's not sell. T, tell.
What do you want to do? Tell.
U, V, W. Well? Maybe he's a healer? X, Y, Z. Yell.
Yeah.
Okay, this...
Oh, I rather thought you'd sound better than that, Maz. I suppose you haven't used your vocal cords in a while.
Okay, so yell is a skill for Maz, which resets the cooldown for Joro. The first thing every bard learns is how to yell. You might be the best singer in the world, but it counts for nothing if you can't make yourself heard in a crowded tavern. All right, he's a bard. That's what I forgot. All right, so I guess now we progress. We keep exploring. This is really interesting so far. Aptly for a crypt, this is a dead end. Okay. I can already tell there's some really good humor in this game. Let's take a look around. What else do we have? We kind of need to look to find things, right? I do wish I could strafe. That would be really nice. This is a lovely spot for just standing around. Okay. All right, moving on.
Oh, look. More of your old junk.
Okay, so I see 2 more chests. I imagine there's like a ton of secrets hidden in this place. Ancient books soaked to pulp and illegible. All right, let's open the chest.
Oh, look. It's a thing.
All right.
What shall I do now? It's sort of rectangular. Something you can hold in your hands.
A
What should
book?
we do with it?
Is it a book? It could be a book. That seems right. So how would we... What one-word verb would we give him to... let's say feel?
Rough and leathery, but the inside parts are smoother.
Yeah, it's a book.
What next? The book. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Okay. So that gives us some hints for more of our skills that we could maybe uncover. So let's see. B is probably not the last letter of Joro's next skill. C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Boom? What about boom?
Boom? That doesn't make much sense.
I mean, Joro's a warrior. He could boom something. N, O, P, boop? I don't think so. Q, R, S, T, boot? We discovered the boot skill. Deals 1 damage and knocks the enemy back. Okay. Probably for the thief, rob?
Rob? Don't be ridiculous.
No.
Why would we do that?
Okay, and then for the bard and the sea witch, we're not quite sure. We do know there's another... there's another chest here. What's in this little alcove? Even standing beneath the freezing water, you feel nothing. Okay, let's go to the other chest.
Ooh, this little fellow looks strangely familiar.
All right, this is a 3-letter object. Let's look at it.
It looks like a ball of fur with a string attached. Now what?
A ball of fur with a string attached. Is this a rat?
A rat. Yes, that's what it's called.
Okay. We found a rat. Looks like Sin has a jab skill. Deals 1 damage. Okay.
It's coming back to you, Sin, isn't it? All those knives in the dark.
Let's see. What is this? What is this skill for Maz here, our bard? Tootle? No, it wouldn't start with a T because we already found the T. And we know it doesn't have an R or an A either. I'm not sure about that one. Let's not worry too much about trying to figure these things out early. Let's just press forward. Open more chests, get more letters. So I definitely have a feeling that you're going to need to, like, from time to time, I think I am going to need to look around with the mouse. Just because there's going to be things that you can only see from certain directions. Like, what is this right here? Okay, an empty room. So I wonder Is there maybe something on the ceiling that I can see, or... There's this broken pillar. Yeah, I don't know why this room is empty. It feels like there should be something here, but there doesn't appear to be, so let's move forward.
Oh, look, a toad man. Let's see if you remember how to fight.
During combat, type any skill words you have discovered. For example, hit. Wait for each character to cool down before using them again. You can view your skills at any time. So we have hit and boot, we have jab, we have yell, and nothing for Nyx. Could we guess what she has? A three-letter word for a witch. Curse? No. Ray?
Ray? You're not making any sense.
It would be a verb, right? I don't know. We also collected a note. Access your character's brains to see what skills and memories they've remembered. All right, so we've got hit and boot and jab and yell. All right. I guess we're gonna fight this guy. So we come up behind him. Oh, okay. Oz has dropped OZ. OZ has dropped. Oh, this dropped a letter. We already know about O, so I'll take Z here. Alright, so zap. Ranged attack that deals 1 damage. Oh, this is cool, man.
That was splendid.
So the drops are letters. That's so interesting. This game is like, I see why this is like got overwhelmingly positive right now. After killing an enemy, you can select one of the letters of their name to help restore your memories. For an easier game, add more looting fingers in options. I don't think we need an easier game yet. I feel like I'm doing fairly well. Now, the witch there does have a 4-letter or a 5-letter verb, and like, if I had to guess, it would be curse.
Curse? Why would we do that now?
Okay, so there's no curse debuff that you can use. All right. This is really cool. I'm really liking this game so far. This is really interesting. Guess we'll keep advancing. So we got, let's remind ourselves, we've got hit, boot, jab, and yell, and zap. Zap being a ranged attack. For an easier game, add more looting fingers in the options. Well, we wouldn't have gotten anything from OZ anyway. We already had O. I'm not seeing a chest in here. Alright, let's proceed.
Up ahead is the Eye Stone, an ancient sentinel designed to imprison the restless dead. To pass beneath his perilous gaze, you may need to retrieve my Soul Stone.
Okay. Health note. The health of your heroes is represented by their names. When an enemy deals damage to them, their names will lose letters until they are destroyed. Okay, the walls feel damp and clammy.
That's right. There are lots of bugs here.
Okay. Now, what is this thing we're standing beneath? Oh, okay. So I guess the Eye Stone is up there. Not sure. We can't pass through that directly. We can't pass under it directly. Over the ravine. What is this? Bridge? No, that's too many. Leap? Leap or jump might have worked as well. Interesting. Okay. Let's hit the chest.
Oh, this is a big one.
6 letters. Okay, let's look.
It's a large, flat piece of metal in a sort of oval shape.
Alright, so it's definitely a shield.
What do with it? Yes, a lovely big shield, just like yours, Joro.
So we have a new skill for Maz, our bard, Soothe. Heals one missing letter from an ally's name. Okay. Joro has a new skill. Guard. Joro will take no damage while guarding. Okay. Boy, this game is really interesting. So we've got hit, boot, and guard. We've got jab. We've got yell and soothe. And we've got zap. I'm looking for my next enemy. I'm not sure where they would be. Okay, there's an enemy over to the right, it looks like. All right, can we zap? I should have been guarding. Okay, so Nyx lost a letter. We can take B, A, or Z here. I think the vowel is the better choice. Let's take the A. And then let's cast Soothe here. Nyx gets a letter back. Okay. Oh man, this is really cool. So what did I mess up there? I think he was too far, or he was not close enough for a hit. Now this says free. Does that mean it doesn't have a cooldown, or I'm not sure. Jab is free, yell is free, soothe is not. So do they have to, maybe they have to pay a letter? I'm not sure. Okay. So there's the eye stone that he told us we needed. No, we need his soul stone. So the areas are getting larger. We kind of need to take more time to look around and find things. So we got another chest over here. Open the box.
Ah, something impressive here. What shall I do now? It's long and kind of cross-shaped.
I mean, that's got to be a sword, right?
Next. Yes, a sword. Haha, lovely.
Now, interestingly, it looks like Joro doesn't have any more skills that we can learn. It looks like the thief might have grab here.
If we need to pick something up,
no.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, we did get the sword, but I guess we can't use it exactly. Not sure. I think we'll have to pass through this door and get the soul stone that he was talking about before we can go to the altar, or the eye stone.
To the right. Don't tell her I'm here. We don't get along.
Agda. Okay. So there's a number of things that are outlined here. I guess we'll go fight this guy first. Let's zap him. And then let's get ready to boot once he gets in range. And then hit. Yell. Hit. Okay. Let's see. I think we got out of that without taking any damage. No, Sin took a hit. Okay, so we'll want to soothe him. We already have O and R, so let's take the T. See if that helps us. All right, so Sin may have a trap skill here. Let's soothe him first. Then let's guess trap. He's a trap that deals 1 damage. Okay, so we can definitely trap and then zap. All right, pretty cool. So what about items here? I guess that's not a thing. There's another door here. We should probably go to this altar and check this out. There were some other lit up things here. Oh, there's a chest. Okay, let's check that. Or it's a box, rather. No, it is a chest.
What's this flimsy thing?
3 letters.
What should we do with it? It's a thin sheet of paper, covered on one side with little drawings and snippets of writing. What next?
A thin sheet of paper. A scroll? What would that be that's 3 letters long? A thin sheet of paper covered with writing. Can I read it?
It seems to have lots of names written on it in different places, along with lots of squiggles.
Oh, it's a map.
What shall I do now? Aha! Yes, a map.
Okay. That got us the M, which wasn't super helpful. Now, we have this altar to deal with. And this woman that whoever our person is, doesn't want us to mention him, I guess. Inspect the statue.
Welcome, friends, to the altar of purity. Leave your troubles behind and step for a moment into the bliss of my ardent but entirely platonic embrace.
Okay.
Soothe yourselves in the... oh, wait. This isn't right. You're not even alive, are you? I don't mean to be rude, but this altar is dedicated to Shalia, the goddess of life, which means it's for the living only. So, don't come any closer, please. Thank you.
She's right that a healing altar like this won't ordinarily work for you. But perhaps if you were to desecrate it somehow, what will you do?
What will I do? Tell the Cryptmaster what you'll do to destroy Agda's altar. I mean, maybe I can bleed on it?
Yes, give it a good soaking.
In the name of all that is pure and peaceful, I'll rip your body!
Destroying the altar heals your party and saves the game.
Feel your power grow. You should desecrate these altars wherever you find them to restore your strength.
Okay. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So we still need to find the soul stone and then head back to the eye stone. So I think we keep moving here. Okay, that seems like a bad guy. Let's trap. Then zap. Shield blocks any B letters. Okay. Let's get ready to boot. Oh, okay, we're gonna hit. Then we're gonna guard. We're gonna jab. Oh, I can't jab. Let's zap. Hit. Yell. Hit. Okay, nice. Interesting. Interesting. So he had a shield that blocked B, so we couldn't jab and we couldn't boot. What do we want here? He dropped the letters of his name. So we already have S. I think we already have R and O. So we can go with K, X, or L. I think L is more likely to be helpful to us. I guess that could be Jostle.
Jostle?
Deals 1 damage and knocks the enemy back. Okay, alright. What's Nick's got going on over here? What would that be? I don't know. There's too many options. Is anybody hurt? Sin got hurt, so let's soothe him. Alright. Let's review. We've got hit, boot, and guard. I'm not sure about free versus these other skills yet. We have jab and trap. Yell, soothe, and jostle's new. Maz was more of a lover than a fighter, but he could kick an unruly audience member in the shin without missing a beat. And we only have zap for our witch here. I would like to figure out what her second skill is here, but I can't quite see what it would be. What would go between the A and the S? Crabs? Could it be like she summons some crabs? Ooh. Summons 2 deadly crabs that deal 1 damage each if they hit. Interesting. Okay. So I did guess that correctly. That one's fun. I guess we're going to move forward here. We'll check this path over to the right. It's another dead end, I guess. Spectral shapes swirl aimlessly in the void. So they do. The air swirls with eccentric energy. Okay. There's something ahead of us.
The Soul Stone, the source of my dark power. Isn't it lovely? Or would you like to touch it? Good. You see, if we're going to the surface, which we are, I'll need you to carry this for me, because I don't have a physical body. You didn't think I wanted you for your brains, did you? Now, will you pick it up?
I mean, I was dead before, and now I'm not, so that's a much better solution, and it feels like I need to stay on your good side, so yes, I will pick it up.
Splendid. Now we are bound together for all eternity. Nor until you die again, whichever comes first.
Okay, we collected the Soul Stone. It looks like it's a 20-sided... It looks like it's a D20. The Soul Stone. It glitters with mischief. Okay, so we have our notes. We now have 1 item, which we don't seem to be able to do anything with. We now have an ingredients thing. You can also see cards, potions, and map. But we can't... Yeah, we can't do much with that right now. I'll come check out this little promontory over here. I guess there's... Yeah, I guess there's nothing. Right, well, now that we have the Soul Stone, we can make our way to the Eye Stone, go past it, and proceed.
Now, the Soul Stone needs souls to feed it. Outside of my crypt, we'll need to keep it charged with the vitality of living creatures to sustain ourselves. Why don't you look on the walls and see if you can scrape up any bugs to start us off?
Okay, here we go. Catch bugs to gain more souls to power your skills. Each character's first skill is free to use, but all other skills need 1 soul per letter to use. Okay, so Deathwing collected and 9 souls gained. All right, okay, I see. So now, like in this early part of the tutorial in the crypt, you basically get the free use of all your skills to kind of learn how to use them. But now we have a resource limit, right? We only have 9 letters, so we have to think more carefully about which skills we use. For example, crabs, it seems like a very powerful spell, but it's 5 letters, whereas hit and jab are 3 each. Trap and zap are also good. Soothe costs 5. There's a bone roach. There is a little... Oh, okay. The soulstone is not a d20. It carries the souls that we've captured. There's also a little audio cue there when you get near an insect. So I do need to be on the lookout for these things. I need to collect as many as I can get so that we can use our skills. As long as we're still here in the crypt, shouldn't be too bad. A zip worm. 7 souls collected. Okay. Ripwing. Really interesting, man. For a game that is like just mostly about typing, so far this is really cool stuff. Okay, we're building up a nice collection of souls here. It's interesting that the insects have multiple souls. Or multiple points worth of souls? I'm not quite sure how to think about that. Let's come over here. We can save our game at the altar. We can search around for some more bugs. Here we go, a pegworm. Okay, so we saved our game. I think we're done with collecting insects in this area. Let's head back. Okay, we've got another fight on our hands. Let's try out trap and then crabs. Well, let's zap him. We'll get ready to hit him. Jab him. Guard against his hit. Let's try crabs. Not sure if those hit or not. Okay. Yarrow has dropped Yarrow. All right. So we could use these vowels again. I think when we found crabs, right, we used up the A. I think it couldn't hurt to grab the vowels here. Interesting. What's a 4-letter word that starts and ends with A? That I'm not sure. We do need another soothe here, because Joro took a hit. And it doesn't cost us souls. I think we gained souls from fighting that guy, too. Let's see if we can find some more insects around here somewhere. There's another enemy over there. Here's a bug, a ripwing. There's another enemy around here somewhere. He might be in another part of the... he might be over here that we saw him. And the interesting thing here is you don't have to fight the enemies, but you gain benefits from doing so. You can unlock new skills the more enemies you fight, right? Okay, so when he's in front of us, let's trap and zap. Oh, he's not close enough for that. Okay. So the range isn't infinite on zap. Okay. Let's get a little bit closer. Okay. I think we did all right there. We picked up S-E-B. Let's grab the other vowel here, E. Not sure that helps me. None of these guys seem hurt. Oh, I hear a bug somewhere nearby. A bog bug. Okay. So we've got more skills for Sin and Nyx, but I can't... Like, I suppose she could sing an aria. No. I don't know what that would be. Murder could be a 6-letter word. Oh, deals 1 base damage can be boosted with other skills. Okay. That's helpful. What would Nyx's last skill be? I'm just not sure. She's a spellcaster, cantrip, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. All right, let's go towards the Ice Stone here.
Old travelers, no dead may pass. Are you dead?
No.
You could be lying to me. If you are really alive, then tell me, what was the last piece of fruit you ate?
I mean, I had some watermelon.
A watermelon? But I have one more question. If you are truly a living person, this should be an easy one. Tell me, how would you describe the sun?
Warm.
Yes, it is in fact very hot. You are indeed one of the living. You may pass.
Okay, well that was pretty easy.
Stupid Ice Stone. He thinks it's so clever.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Aha? I don't think so. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So there's no like double letter in there that I can think of. Not sure about that last one for Nyx. I guess we'll keep it into the next area and we'll figure it out there. Abra? Cadabra? Maybe. Abra? No. I mean, it is a magic word, but... What are we doing here? Guess we'll check the walls. Yeah, I hear something. An egg bug. I hear another bug over here, a zipworm. We're up to 99, that's strong. There's 2 here, a smidge and a tic-tac. Okay, so you can go over 100. That's good to know. Climb the ladder.
Well, now you've shaken the worms out of your old carcasses, the real fun can begin. You see, the Soul Stone has been growing in power lately. That's how I was able to resurrect the 4 of you. And not only that, but it seems to be drawn to the surface. You'd like to go to the surface, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Well, you're very lucky I chose you to accompany me. We've been kept in the dark for a very long time. whatever is up there now has forgotten us entirely. I've heard rumors of a thriving city far above our heads, full of delicious life, ripe for the attention of a seasoned necromancer. What's the first thing you're going to do when we get there? Oh, you're so predictable. I wrote down the answer I knew you were going to give. Now, the higher we get, the more your memories will begin to return. As well as remembering useful things you can do, you'll also begin to remember people and scenes from those distant days when you were alive and didn't look like table scraps. That will be fun, won't it? Ooh, we're almost there.
We're almost there. I love that. Okay, so this game really hooked me in very quickly. I really love the art style and the atmosphere. I love the Cryptmaster's like muted sarcasm as he kind of like guides us, his undead servants, to begin his conquest of the overworld. I like the mechanics of like, you know, figuring out words and skills and all that good stuff. Typing for combat is very interesting. And I don't know, I just, this is really cool. I'm really into it. I really dig it. I hope you do too. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below the video. I'd love to get some response on this first video in the new series. It really helps out the channel. And other than that, we'll definitely be playing this moving forward. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.